What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. Today, we're taking a look at some sketchy crypto bank that FTX had made more than double the bank's total value deposit into. Seems sketchy, right? That's like, okay, whatever. But anyway, yeah, let's jump onto the article, take a look at it, and I'm sure a lot of you already know about it or have seen it, but if you haven't, I always find it fascinating. So let's enjoy the ride. So here we go. The crypto firm FTX ownership of a U.S. bank raises questions. Through a subsidiary, through a subsidiary, FTX invested $11.5 million in the parent company of Farmington State Bank, which has a single branch and until this year just had 3 employees. Look at this bank. It's tiny. You can see through the whole bank. Among many surprising assets uncovered in the bankruptcy of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX is a relatively tiny one that could raise big concerns. A stake in one of the country's smallest banks. The bank is Farmington State Bank in Washington State. Wow, that's on the other side of the U.S. from me. It has a single branch, and until this year, it just had 3 employees. It did not offer online banking or even a credit card. The tiny bank's connection to the collapse of FTX is raising new questions about the exchange and its operations. Among them, how closely tied is FTX, which was based in the Bahamas, to the broader financial system? What else might regulators have missed, and the hunt for FTX's missing assets? How will Farmington get dragged into the multi-billion-dollar bankruptcy? Yeah, $11 million is just a drop in the bucket for FTX's debacle. The ties between FTX and Farmington State Bank begin in March when Alameda Research, a small trading firm and sister to FTX, invested $11.5 million into the bank's parent company. At the time, Farmington was the nation's 26th smallest bank out of 4,800. Its net worth was $5.7 million, according to the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And in FTX's investment, which according to the financial regulators was more than double the bank's net worth, was led by Ramnik Arora, a top lieutenant of the exchange's founders, Sam Bankman-Fried. Mr. Aurora was responsible for many of the much larger deals that FTX signed with Sequoia Capital and other venture capitalists that eventually failed. The Farmington has more than one crypto connection. FBH bought the bank in 2020. The chairman of FBH is John Chaplin. I don't know. I pronounce every name wrong. It's a curse. But Mr. Jean, who along with being a co-creator of a cartoon cop Inspector Gadget in the 1980s, is the chairman of Deltec Bank, which, like FTX, is based in the Bahamas. Deltec's best-known client is Tether, a crypto company worth $65 billion in assets, offering a stablecoin that is pegged to the dollar. Oh wow, this is going deeper than I thought it did. Tether has long faced concerns about its finances, in part because of its reclusive owners and offshore bank accounts. Through Alameda, FTX was one of Tether's largest trading partners, raising concerns that the stablecoin could yet have undiscovered ties to FTX's fraudulent operations. Dun dun dun. I don't have much Tether. I don't really have any Tether, but I didn't know they were attached to FTX. It's like FTX had its roots or claws in every part of the crypto ecosystem right now. Before the acquisition, Farmington's deposits had been steady at about $10 million for a decade, but in the third quarter this year, the bank's deposits jumped nearly 600% to $84 million. Nearly all of that increase, $71 million, came from just 4 new accounts, according to the FDIC data. It's not clear what FTX's plan was for Farmington. Online, Farmington now goes by Moonstone Bank. The name was trademarked a few days before FTX's investments. Moonstone's website doesn't say anything about Bitcoin or other digital currencies. It says Moonstone wants to support the evolution of the next generation finance. Moonstone. Sounds like a Nintendo game. Y'all playing the Moonstone? Anyway, Deltec and Moonstone did not return a request for any comments. It's unclear how FTX was allowed to buy a stake in a U.S. licensed bank, which would need to be approved by federal regulators. Banking veterans say it's hard to believe that the regulators would have knowingly allowed FTX to gain control of a United States bank, being that I guess FTX was based out of the Bahamas, which is the Bahamas, not a state. I don't know how that works. Anyway, but the fact that an offshore hedge fund that was basically a crypto firm was buying a stake in a tiny bank for multiples of its stated book value should have raised massive red flags for the FDIC, state regulators, and the Federal Reserve, said Camden Fine, a bank industry consultant who used to head the Independent Community Bankers of America. It's just astonishing that all this got approved. Well, there was a lot of things and probably a lot of wheels that got greased along the way. And that's just another way of saying that, there was bribes. There definitely was. A lot of money was getting thrown around. And let's actually look up Moonstone Bank. A bank built for tomorrow for fintechs, ushering in the new era. This website looks like it was. I mean, it looks pretty good, but definitely looks like something I would build if I was in a classroom setting. We have worked for some amazing companies. Where's FTX on here? they don't have that one up there. Get in touch. Farmington State Bank, DBA Moonstone Bank. Interesting. Let's see. Do they have any more pictures of the outside of it? That's it. Farmington. Let's see here. Farmington State Bank. Ooh, look at that. God, that bank is tiny. That's it right there. Look at it. $11 million. That's crazy. It really is. But I don't know. I don't know how deep and how wide the corruption and scandal goes, but as time goes on, the FTX debacle will no doubt show its full head. I don't know if we're actually even more than just scratching the surface, but hopefully crypto will recover because a vast amount of people have lost a lot of faith in it. Yeah, and it may not be over. It may not be over for a while. But regardless, let's take a look at coin market cap and see what crypto's doing. Bitcoin's at $16,540. Ethereum's at $1,214. XRP 40 cents. Dogecoin 8.9 cents. Litecoin $14.23. Shiba $9 per million tokens. Ethereum Classic $20 3 cents. And Monero $138.10. Everything's looking maybe slightly green right now, so that's pretty good. But nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Profitability on mining is still non-existent, basically. I am still mining some Caspa, and I'm doing it to NiceHash and getting paid out in Bitcoin, and I'm making a small amount of profit, but not much. Not much. It is nice now that the weather is actually turning colder, so I am actually doubling down on the heat it's being generated. So it's like a heater that pays me. My other heater didn't pay me, that's for sure. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Peace out. Adios. All that kind of stuff. OGs, jellyfish. Drop it down below in the chat or in the comments. You know what to do. All right. Peace.